I am a mere data point along a data set of others who have been sexually assaulted. On November 5th, 2010, a man raped me while I served my country as a Peace Corps volunteer in Uganda. A few days later, I learned he was active duty United States Navy. More than 3,000 people reported a sexual assault to the military the previous year. 2,723 were service members. 670 victims were U.S. civilians, foreign nationals, and other people who are not on active duty with U.S. Armed Forces. I am one of the 670. Both servicemen and women and Peace Corps volunteers swear to support and defend the Constitution of the United States. I didn't want this individual representing my country. I chose to report and seek legal justice to do my part in protecting others from future assaults. 4 months after the incident, the prosecutor sent an email saying they preferred 6 charges against the man who raped me in an Article 32, which is equivalent to a civilian pretrial. The email ended with, "Thank you again for your interest in proceeding in this case. Your testimony is important, and we appreciate your willingness to assist us in prosecuting this offense." When I chose to seek legal justice, I didn't realize that I also chose to live through hell as I defended my every being. Although my rapist physically violated my body, I felt the defense lawyers violated my soul. Each time I learned of a new request for information, I felt victimized over and over again. I was threatened that if I didn't provide my phone records, sign over my Peace Corps personnel files, grant full access to my personal email account, allow the defense access to all of my medical records, let the defense lawyers interview me before the trial without anyone else present, I would be considered a non-willing participant. We may not go to trial. 1 year after the incident, a second victim of the same man came forward after reading the newspaper article covering the pretrial. Navy sailor accused of raping teacher in Uganda. Our rapist was a threat to women overseas and to women in the States. This case was much larger than myself. I had to be resilient and do all I could to prevent this from happening to others. 16 months after the incident, 5 trial dates later, the general court-martial began. 2 days of victim testimony, recalling personal details and the degrading treatment by the perpetrator. 220 news articles around the globe covering the case, feeding into the countless myths about rape and sexual assault. Hundreds of comments dissecting the case, blaming me for not doing more, calling me a liar, saying they wanted more details so they could make up their own conclusion. A 1-page article could never depict that night or the year and a half it took to get to trial. I intimately know the details of that night. As the victim, I am providing the details so others may become aware of the reality that sexual assault victims must live through. I am not alone in these injustices. 1 out of every 6 American women has been the victim of an attempted or completed rape in her lifetime. By supporting this project, you are supporting societal change where we do not tolerate sexual assault. I am Sandy Giver. This is my story, but I am only one of us.